The Buskers of Bremen. Once there was a donkey who loved singing. Even though he was an old, old donkey, he always sang while he worked. But the donkey's singing wasn't very sweet, and it drove his owner mad. One day he overheard him say, "I've had enough of that useless old donkey. He's for the chop." But the donkey didn't want to die, so he ran away. I could be a busker, he thought, as he trotted along the road to Bremen. The donkey hadn't gone far when he saw an old dog lying by the side of the road. "What's wrong?" he asked him.
"The farmer wants to have me put down because I'm so old. So I ran away, but I have nowhere to go," barked the dog.
"Come and join my band of buskers," suggested the donkey. And that was how the dog came to join the donkey on the road to Bremen. The donkey and the dog hadn't gone far when they met an old cat. "What's wrong?" they asked him. "The shopkeeper wants to drown me because I'm too old to catch mice. So I ran away, but I have nowhere to go," meowed the cat. "Come and join our band of buskers," suggested the donkey. And that was how the cat came to join the dog and the donkey on the road to Bremen. The three animals hadn't gone far when they met a cockerel. "What's wrong?" they asked him. "The farmer's wife wants to make me into soup, so I ran away, but I have nowhere to go," crowed the cockerel. "Come and join our band of buskers," suggested the donkey. And that was how the cockerel came to join the cat and the dog and the donkey on the road to Bremen. When night fell, the four tired animals decided to sleep at the edge of a wood. The cockerel flew into a tree and crowed that he could see a house in the distance. "Let's go and take a look," he said. "It'll be better than sleeping in the open." When they reached the house, the cat had an idea. "We could sing for our supper," he suggested. The dog counted to 3 and they all started to sing. It was horrible. Suddenly, the donkey's tired old legs started to wobble. The dog, the cat, and the cockerel all lost their balance, and with a mighty crash, they fell through the window. Inside the house, 3 robbers were terrified by the noise. They thought that they were being attacked by an enormous monster and fled for their lives. When the 4 animals had picked themselves up and saw where they were, they couldn't believe their eyes. There in front of them was enough food and drink to last a lifetime. They ate until they could eat no more. Now all they needed was a comfortable bed for the night, which they soon found, and quickly fell asleep after their exhausting day. After all the lights had gone out, the bravest robber sneaked back to see who was in his house. He tiptoed as quietly as he could, but he wasn't quiet enough. All the animals heard him enter the house. The dog leapt up and bit him. The cat scratched him. The cockerel crowed, "Cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-doodle-doo," while the donkey gave him a mighty kick, and he went flying through the air and landed with a thud. "Whatever happened to you?" the robbers asked. And just imagine what he said. "There was a vicious witch who scratched me, a huge man stabbed me with a knife, and a policeman hit me with a club. Then a judge shouted, 'Jail's the place for you, jail's the place for you.'" Well, after that the robbers never troubled the animals again. Our 4 heroes never reached Bremen, and they never became buskers. But if you're out walking on a still night, you might just hear them singing.